3 people and a parliamentary personnel were injured as the situation in Assam's West Karbi Anglong district turned highly volatile as protests over alleged encroachment on protected tribal lands escalated into violence, resulting in police firing, citing the actions by certain antisocial elements. The administration has imposed prohibitory orders throughout the district to maintain peace and tranquility. The protesters allegedly set on fire the home of Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council Chief Executive Member Toliram Rongchang at Donkamugam. Flames and thick smoke were seen rising from the premises, creating panic among locals. I have Nibir Decker joining me with more details. Nibir, what more can you tell us?
Well, the situation in West Karbi Anglong district has turned volatile yesterday after protesters allegedly set fire to several shops and residential houses near the Khaironi police station. And as per sources, the incident occurred around 5:30 to 6 p.m. amid ongoing protest linked to demands and opposition surrounding eviction drives on reserve grazing lands under the village grazing reserve, which is the VGR, and the professional grazing reserve, which is the PGR areas. And the agitation has intensified over the past few days, marked by road blockades and confrontations with the authorities. And as the latest violence comes after reports of arson targeting the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council Chief's executive member's house, Tuliram Ronghan, and further, which has highlighted the tensions gripping in the district and the panic grip residents as flames engulfed properties were forced to even flee the affected localities. Following the incident, the CS has rushed to the Karbi Anglong, West Karbi Anglong, as the violence had intensified, and the Khaironi blockade has also caused widespread unrest as well.
Nibir, give us a background of this issue of encroachment on protected tribal lands.
Well, this is a response. This violence has come in amid the response to the clearance drives, where thousands of protesters, including women, elders, and youths and students, swiftly mobilized and blocked the Khaironi Bridge, also known as the Thong Nokbe, bringing vehicular movement to a complete halt. And the demonstrations set at the roadway, they had raised slogans demanding direct negotiations with the Karbi Anglong Council Chief Tuliram Ronghan, and more than 1,000 police personnel were also deployed in and around the area. These protests have intensified amid the clearance drive in the VGR and PGR land areas. And the agitators had cried constitutional safeguards under the sixth schedule, asserting that these protected tribal lands were being encroached upon. So this agitation has led to the vandalization of the properties that we have been seeing yesterday.
Now, Nibir, what is the situation with Tuliram Rongchang? Now, this is, of course, happened at his residence. So, what information are we getting about him?
Well, his house was vandalized, as we know from the visuals as well as from the sources that we have talked about, and his house has been torched, and the Assam CS has now rushed to that West Karbi Anglong, and the Khaironi blockade continues, but curfew orders have been given, and we're getting to know, fortunately, there has been no injuries to any personals in that house. However, the situation remains tensed, and police personnel have been deployed heavily now, and that curfew has been imposed in that particular area.
All right, Nibir, thanks for joining me.